Welcome to week 9. Hey, they actually provide a little countdown. No, I didn't notice that. In review, this is Mr. Kevin Heath and Matt Dickey coming at you live. Welcome, sir. Let me pull up the scores and we'll get to talking about everything. Share screen. Boom, boom. Let me know when you can see my screen there, Bufus. And then we will get to the score. Can you see it, sir?
I can indeed.
This is our shithole matchup.
All right, hang on. Okay. The ultimate grudge match here.
Post-trade, too. That factors into this in two big ways.
I love it. Okay,
yeah,
so
shocker.
we have Camp Krusty taking down in a big way Sponge Worthy. I love it. I racked up 175 points to Matthew's measly 141.
Oh, hold on to that thought of measly till we get to the next part, but continue on, please.
ESPN thought you were going to beat me by 10. Boy, were they wrong. Let's see how I did it. And I think the way I did it is Maddie's ultimate team contribution. Across the board, I did well. Bo Nix, after the trade, he was supposed to get me 20, got me 21 and a half. I'll take that. But Rico Dowdle,
wow.
Oh my word, 30 points. Ashton Genty gives me, 19.9. I'll take that.
Damn you,
Jalen
Ashton.
Waddle good for 14.2. Rashi Rice, my man, back into the play.
Killing it.
Gives me my 18.6. Hawkinson sucks, but that's what
Hey, no, he doesn't. He may suck, but he got you a touchdown more than Tyler Warren did on my end. Go ahead.
Whatever. JJ gives me 16.7. Oh. And then Adams piles on another 23. I'm telling you, everybody came to play.
Yep.
Even the players give me 13 points.
Yep.
My only single digit here, or second single digit, was Jacoby Myers. Looking at my bench, really nothing there. Tyler Spears, but he scored less than all of my other ones. I couldn't even put him in place for Hawkinson. I needed a tight end. So I did just fine. That gives me 175 points. Looking at Mateo. So you got Drake May, who does okay. He gave you 20 points.
Underperforms.
And then, Christian McCaffrey comes through for 36.3. You're probably thinking you're fine, but then you're fine to the century.
That would be wrong.
Shit the bed this week.
Kimani Vidal let me down.
He let you down, as did
Tetero McMillan. Yes.
Whatever his name is. Stink.
Shut up.
Pickett's okay. Tyler Warren didn't show up either. He didn't help you. 7.6. Let's see. Kyron Williams, my man, gives you 20 points. So that worked out okay for you.
Yeah, that was good. No, happy with Kyron.
Yeah, and then 49ers 10. And then your kicker gives you 12 and a half. So not a bad outing. 141 isn't terrible. Looking at your bench, let's see.
Left a bit of meat on the bone there for the bench. I could have had a lot of those people help.
Hey, dudes, I gave you in the trade, right?
Yeah, one of the dudes you gave me in the trade. You gave me Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah, you should have put him in. He was good for 60.
Yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda. It's not like I have a crystal friggin' ball, you moron.
Yeah, well, some of these guys suck.
Whatever. You just don't know them. Just because you don't know them doesn't mean they suck. Let's move on with your gloating.
You got to get rid of that guy. He sucks.
Let's move on to Nate not putting up a full lineup, which I did give him a talking to.
What is going on with this, Matthew?
The boy is distracted. He has a big show coming up, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have responsibilities, and he fell down on this one big time.
Okay, so he gets 61.6 points.
But wait, let me stop you. Much like Egon said in the elevator in Ghostbusters, I blame myself. I could have checked this before the game started.
Well, Dallas Hurts only manages to put up 102. She starts a kicker on a bye. Did not matter. 102 is plenty. Just about doubled up that 61. Let's see what happened here.
Holy cow, she left Drake London on the bench? What?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I just saw that pop out.
Josh Allen gets some 30. Not bad at all. But Alvin Kamara stubs his toe and falls forward for 0.7 points. Nothing at all from DeAndre Swift.
Swift, I don't even think played. I think he was out.
Coleman, 3.7 points. Terrible so far.
Yeah.
Does get a few points out of Shaheed. Harold Fannin Jr.
Bye.
was on a bye. He gets nothing. Isaiah Pacheco.
He was out as well.
Nick Chubb gets 3 points. The Chiefs get 2, and the kicker gets 7. That's probably the worst performance I've ever seen a team get. And then he's got Nico.
He's got on the bench.
Who played?
I know.
Come in. Does not do that, so he doesn't get those points. Prescott, who wasn't better than Allen, gets 16. So going on the other side, Cat, like you said, leaves a 40-burger on the bench with Drake London, but it did not matter.
Nope.
She gets the win with 102. Patrick Mahomes, good for less than 10. That's crazy.
That's a big downturn, yeah.
The third does okay, but then Dobbins only gets 6.9, 15 out of CeeDee Lamb. Again, how the mighty have fallen. Good grief. He's having a rough year.
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs for 12, McBride for 16.5. Tracy doesn't do anything. Neither does Higgins. The Seahawks do okay.
They did a good job,
as I mentioned, no kicker. She didn't care. She must have known it was going to be. Look at Marvin Harrison, though. 22.
Yeah, but he's been his benching doesn't surprise me as much as the London one. The Marvin Harrison one, he's been streaky, so I can see her not trusting him. But the Drake London one, if you knew he was starting, Cat, there's no way you don't start him. So maybe she missed a thing because I know he was out like the week before, so maybe she thought, oh, maybe he's going to be injured. But let's move on to more.
The stat of the week, which I love.
Yeah.
Her bench had 3 players on it active. And that would have been enough to take down Nate's team.
Okay, that's just rubbing salt in the wound. Continue. Move on, pal.
All right. Next, we have... why can't I see the team?
Oh, sorry about that. I went a little too far. Let's Elaine's Nipple versus Sam in the intermezzo.
Nipple. God, she is having a tough year.
Yeah.
She falls again, this time to the intermezzo. Sorry, Tara. 148 to 134. I thought she was looking very good. She had her 33.5 out of Lamar.
From Thursday night, yeah, she must have been feeling pretty good.
On Thursday, Jalen Warren gets her 17. That's not bad. Gainwell good for 7.5. Myers only 6.3. Quentin Johnson good for 15. 21 for Laporta. That's not bad.
That's big, yeah.
Donkey, 9.6.
Yeah, that's under.
You had Booty.
Kayshawn Booty, who was in the game but got a 0 burger. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing. The Chargers do okay with 14. And she gets 10 out of her kicker. So, again, not too bad. 135.
Not a horrible day, no.
Yeah, looking at her bench, she had Goff, who was good for 23. But
yeah, she's got Lamar, right.
And really nothing else. Maybe Hunt.
But even that wouldn't have made a difference in this.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made a difference. But looking at the intermezzo, we got 31 out of Dart. Man, that guy's going off.
Mm-hmm. He's having a year.
Good. Yep. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said no. Yeah, Jackson is having a year. He's actually a real good start for Sam picking him up, especially with C.J. Stroud. And boy, did she pick the right day to sit him down against Denver. Look at the score he posted.
Yeah, I know. And then we've got a bunch of single digits until we get to Brock.
Oh my! Welcome back, Brock.
Lord, a tight end getting 45.
3 touchdowns in that game. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know about Kelce or Gronk, but God, that's got to be
pretty big.
One of the top scores for a tight end.
Yeah.
And then single digits again until we get to the Texans, who were good for 16.2, not bad. And 10 out of the kicker. Looking at the bench.
Boy, she had another tight end there for 20 points. Holy cow.
Yeah, I know. She got between the two, they got 70 points.
That's more than Nate's score.
But the intermezzo gets it done, scoring almost 150, taking down Elaine's Nipple. I am sorry, Terry.
It's just been a rough season. Even when she scores decently here, she loses to somebody who doesn't just outscore her, but it's still a close matchup. Let's get to Del Boca Vista, which is Nick versus Dawn, your wifey poo.
This is the comeback of the week.
Woo, this was close.
Oh, God. At one point on Sunday, she was like 15%, 10%, something like this. She had already routed off. She thought for sure the DVD.
She got Sam Darnold late. Gotcha. Okay, I'm with you.
That's what it was.
Yep.
That's what it was. So she got 38.2 out of Darnold. And was that a Monday game?
Yep, it was. No, it might have been a Sunday night game, but whatever it was, it was one of the later games for sure.
Yeah, so we thought it was done, especially with 5.8 and 7.8 out of her starting
Jahmyr
running.
Gibbs, yeah, geez, to have him get 5.8 is horrible.
And it was not over. Williams gets 16.6, 22.5 for Pittman.
Big
Jr.
day for Pittman.
Hill, slowly getting on the track, but really slow. Good for 7.
And Tucker Kraft was injured too, so chalk that up to the 4.
Low scores. That's why we thought this thing was over, and then all of a sudden, bang, 38.2. She had no points on her bench, really. 2 points out of Mooney, which wouldn't have mattered. Going to the other side, Mark Andrews had 16.6. That's not bad. I cannot believe we're at a point in time where Mark Andrews is on the bench.
Well, he's been real these last 2 years. Last year he was bad like all year until like the last few weeks.
Great year.
And then went great. And then this year everybody expected good things, and he started really slow again. But here he has a pop-up game. It's hard to know.
Yeah, and again, this was a close game.
Yeah.
Only 9 points, but Don's just having a good year. After 2 losses out of the gate, I think it was, 1 or 2 out of the gate, she's kind of racked up a decent little record so far.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Oh, no. I didn't know you were done. Yeah, I was going to say, unfortunately, I don't know if Cooper Kupp played, or I don't think he played in that game, so I'm wondering if Nick missed that. Not that, again...
I'm sorry, I didn't read those.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. Matt Stafford gets 35. That's great. 20 out of Brown. That's not bad. 19 from Jamar Chase. Maybe a little lower than you'd expect. Cooper Kupp, 0. Like you said, I'm guessing he didn't play.
Yeah, I don't think he played. I think he was out that game, and I just don't think Nick realized it before the kickoff.
And so the rest of the way down. Looking at his bench, like I said, Mark Andrews good for 16.6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a close game, like you said, and the big comeback from Sam Darnold, who, again, I love these stories where quarterbacks that were left for dead or thought, Sam Darnold, he was the biggest joke when he was playing for the Jets, and he was saying, I'm seeing ghosts, and people were like, this guy's washed up, let's just move him to some other teams. All of a sudden, he lands in Seattle, and he's like, Montana reborn out there just slinging it around. It must be lovely for him to throw to people like Jackson Smith in Jigba, careful, because it's really revived his career, much like Daniel Jones in Indy. So happy for Sam Darnold. But yeah, tough loss for Nick there.
Well, let me ask you this question, because I'm not as up to speed on all the players as you are.
Shocker. Go ahead.
Back in the day, you had these franchise quarterbacks, right?
Yep.
You had like Manning for the Colts. You had Favre for Green Bay. You had and so on and so on. I guess you could say Mahomes, but currently, right now, who's the quarterback that's the long-term franchise guy? Maybe you could say Hurts.
Well, you could say not even that long for Hurts. I don't know how long he's been around, but he hasn't been around that long. I would say Josh Allen for the Bills. He's been around quite a while now.
And Mahomes.
I'd say Lamar Jackson. He would be a cornerstone, good guy there for a long time.
But we've had a lot of guys bounce around and then
I would say Stafford, but then Stafford was with Detroit for so long, and then he went to LA.
What I'm saying. They're having these revitalized careers at other places.
It's pretty rare.
That's 1 million years old.
Yeah.
He's 40.
Right. It's pretty rare, you're right, these days to have one quarterback on one team forever. Like, you're right, Mahomes and Allen might be the two that I can think of. And Lamar, he was drafted by the Ravens, have been on their team from the start, and they've always been the franchise quarterback, and no one else has taken their place. But you're right, in a lot of these other ones, Stafford moved, Goff moved, so there's a lot of them that have moved around, and there's not as many, like you said, that stick to one team unless you really strike gold, which I don't know if that speaks to these quarterbacks nowadays or just teams moving around and not having the discipline to stick around, or maybe not the right fit, and then they move off them. But let's table that for now. Let's get on to this one so we can move it along. But no, that's a good question.
Not a pick, it's a scratch. Scratched off a big win, 141 versus 117. Taking down that's one magic loogie, as I kind of hinted, not to give it away, but this was a tale of 2 players. Joe Flacco about 30 points. That's impressive.
That's insane.
And not all went to Jamar Chase. We just saw his score.
Yep.
It was okay, but he must have
it went to Higgins.
Around.
Yeah, a lot of it went to Higgins.
Taylor, who's been setting it on fire. Again, projected to get 24. He didn't do much.
Yeah, finally my Pittsburgh defense stands up against him. I don't understand it.
Yeah, exactly. Right. They give up how many?
Right, last week, and then this week they're like, we're going to shut down the number 1 running back. Really? Okay, how'd you do that?
So tough from the starting running back all the way down until we get to the flex of
T.
T.
Higgins.
Who puts 35. So you've got, what is that, six?
The quarterback and the catcher, right.
Out of 2 players. That ain't so bad. You get another 12 out of the Colts and 12 out of this kicker.
Yep.
Looking at his bench, only 12 for
Travion Henderson.
Hendo.
Yeah, 22 from Jordan Love, but again, or sorry, not 22. I was only 8. I was reading that wrong. I was reading the projection. But yeah, no, you're right. Not a ton on his bench.
And did Brock Purdy not start, I guess?
Again, nope. He keeps, every week he's going to start. He's practicing. Okay, no, you know what? He's not going to start. It's going to be Mac Jones.
All right, so on the flip side, this was a tough road to hoe for this team. Daniel Jones comes through for 15. That's 10 points less. Josh Jacobs does what he's supposed to do. It's 20, but then we've got a lot of mess scores from here on out. Williams, 7.3. Thomas Jr., 8.5. We got 14 from Juwan Jennings, the other JJ. But then we're back to single digits with Hunter Henry. Same with the Patriots. Same with this kicker.
Spike for R.J. Harvey, so his rookie did well for 1 week.
Yep. But when you add it all up, it's only 117 points.
Yeah.
Most of the time, that's not going to get it done. Unfortunately, we had Jones Sr., Aaron Jones Sr. getting almost 12 and 22 out of J.J. McCarthy, but you're probably not.
But again, with Daniel Jones and the way he's playing, and with Pittsburgh's defense, the way it looked.
I was going to say.
It should have been way different. You're 100% right. Yeah, it's just this year, much like Terry's, has been a tough one for Greg, even though he's got good people. Just can't put it together in the right order on the right week. Let's go to Joseph versus Todd and Uncle Sombrero. Urban Sombrero versus Uncle Todd. You versus you.
So, Urban Sombrero.
Big score.
Quarterbacks to play around with.
Yeah.
Does he get 30 points, or almost 31, out of Justin Herbert? If he needed it, he could have thrown in Caleb Williams, who's good for 46.7.
Jeez Louise.
Holy cow, he didn't need it, though.
No.
16.6. Chubba Hubbard, not exactly sure what went on there, 1.7.
He's splitting time with Rico Dowdle, who's doing it all, dude. That's what's going on there. Chubb has lost his fastball. Your guy's taking it.
I guess so. Zay Flowers good for 11.4. Wandale, come on. Wandale Robinson. If you got a hyphen in the middle of your name, something's gone wrong somewhere along the way. 13.6. And then we've got 11.22 from Puka. I like Puka.
Love Puka. Good to see him back. Careful.
Good for 20. Golly, look at that. Projected 25 comes through with
that
20.
dude is the number one receiver by far, I bet. Well, I don't know. I think Chase still might lead him because he had those spike weeks of like 40 of a couple times. So, but JSN is definitely number 2.
Yeah.
But look at DJ Moore on the bench. Holy cow, I didn't know he scored that much.
Yeah, I know. Look at that. 25 points for DJ Moore. That's crazy. So he's got players to play around with.
Yeah.
Not that he needed to. He still got 160, which is a very nice score.
But let me stop you there. Let me stop you there. For those teams that are desperate, Terry, Greg, etc., or anybody that wants to improve, look to somebody like Joe, who is so fat with talent, he can give up a little if you're willing to give up something that maybe you're not as confident in. So even if a trade gets rejected, it still might be a lifeline to help you get a little bit here or there to maybe get a win. So go on.
Not only that, but we're a good example. There are trades out there
that work.
All teams walk away better.
Yeah.
Especially their starting lineup.
Yeah.
All right. So looking over at Uncle Todd, he finally comes down to earth. Jaden Daniels only good for 14. 15 for Derrick Henry, which is about, between Travis and Henry, they both did what they were supposed to do. Set a little shy, but then Odunze got an
goose egg. Look at the score there, 42-47. And are you telling me the number one receiver on Chicago gets nothing? But then DJ Moore, the guy that's been doing crap all year, gets 24. It was nuts.
Oh, look, and it's on the other team.
Yes.
Kelce. Excuse me.
That's okay. You okay? You need some water or soda?
Now, the Sun God, almost good for 20. That's good. Turpin, 9.58. Probably didn't have a lot to put in here. It's probably the problem because these guys' projections were very, very low. Look at that, 7.9. Will Lutz only gets 4.4 in there. Jaguars did not come to play. Looking at his bench, he did have
Kyle Monangai.
But he was only projected to get 15.9. I guess he could have put him in.
Yeah, it's funny because I understand.
I understand.
Right, I understand not starting him, but boy, knowing that DeAndre Swift was out, having that guy be the starter in a game against Cincinnati who has a crappy defense, I'm shocked that Todd didn't put him in over somebody like Turpin or maybe even ETN.
Well,
but
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Turpin was only projected to get 7 points.
Yeah. So maybe Todd's got a reason for it, but we don't know. Maybe Todd can jump into the comments or text line and let us know this weekend or something.
We were going to have him on as a guest.
Oh shoot! Okay, that's on me. Next week, I'm gonna put that down as my to-do list.
Then we can get the lowdown on that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have mattered though, so we can't give him too much grief.
No, but congrats. Yep, so let's go to this. You were asking for it, and it turns out they do still do it. So let's read some of the funnies from this awards. Camp Krusty leads the league. Boo! 175 points. Bottom of the pile, as you so eloquently stated, my poor boy with his big bad bear and 62 points. Lowest score of the season so far. I'm not shocked. Urban Sombrero blew out Uncle Todd's feedback by 53.16 points. Bad beat Del Boca Vista for 9.04. Dallas Hurts owes a gift to whoever made the schedule as they stole a week despite Big Bad Bear being the only team that she would have beaten. Not so lucky. Here we go. There's mine. Spunkworthy. An 8-3. 8-3 all play if I play any of the other suckers, but I got to play you. And then Sharpshooter, that'd be your woman, can see the future because she nailed with 100% accuracy. So good job, Dawn.
Yeah.
And if you'll peep over to the right-hand side, I have the power rankings of this site. Dallas Hurts with the number 1. Wow. Look at giving love to Cat. You're number 2, Krusty, and I'm number 3. I'm shocked.
I think this is accurate.
I'm shocked that you would think this is accurate. Let's move to the standings, and you can take us through that, my man.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Brockway, wow. Super competitive in Brockway. Urban Sombrero and Camp Krusty, both, god dang, Joe, both tied for the top spot, 6 and DBD bringing up the rear at 3 and 6. So definitely some separation there.
Starting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ogdenville. Here's another one. 2 teams clearly out front. We got Dallas Hurts at 6 and 3, and the Intermezzo with their win gets 5 and 4. They're in second place, followed by that's one Magic Loogie at 2 and 7. North Haverbrook, again, very competitive. You and Todd, your nemesis.
God, I can't shake him.
Are at 5 and 4, and Terry, again, despite the difficult week, finds himself
only 2 games back, not out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not out of it at all.
Springfield, this one, finally we got some separation.
It's a mix. Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is tied, or it seems like. Malibu Stacy's alone at the top, 6 and 3. Not a pick, it's a scratch. Short of 500, finds himself in second place. Mm-hmm. But, hey, despite his 61 points, finds himself only 1 game out of playoffs.
So, exactly, yeah. So it's still
in.
Yeah, even though there's a little bit of separation, folks, still a lot of games to play. Oh, yeah. Let's see how we round this out, and we'll go from there. But never fear, and again, explore those trades possibly in addition to your pickups on the waiver wire. Speaking of the waiver wire, let's look at the Wednesday report for the offers. Looks like Todd went out because of his woes with, I don't know if you saw this, Kev, Jaden Daniels. First of all, why they leave him in the game when it's a blowout? Washington's getting killed, right?
Oh,
did you see this?
No.
They leave him in the game, and like on one of the last plays, he's getting sacked, puts his arm down, bends it the wrong way, snap, oh, there goes his elbow, out. Todd lost his damn quarterback again. So he went to the wire and grabbed Aaron Rodgers. Look at that Pittsburgh quarterback, Todd. I love your faith. And he grabbed Kyle, not so bad at Pitts this year. He's actually playing better with Pennis at the helm. It looks like you went for Pitts, but you underbid Mr. Todd there. So did, hey, look at Nate out there on there. He's even going in for $2. Hey, he's a chip off the old block. $2. Way to go, son. Don't overpay for anybody. Malibu Stacy's grabbed Singletary from New York. Intermezzo grabbed a D. I looked for a D, and since last week I got hosed on a D, and all the way up to like Saturday, I didn't have a defense because every time I picked one, someone else bid me out. I was like, doesn't everybody already have a defense? So this week I put in.
Putting 0 down.
Yeah, I know, because I'm cheap, but I'm getting the defense, so one of those is going to hit.
What are you saving it for?
I'm saving it for something bigger that's going to drop. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. So I finally got a defense. I'm happy with the Bills. So there we go. That's the wrap. Let's look to next week, and we'll do it like you do. So we got about 10 to 13 minutes left. You tell me which matchups you would like to explore, and we will.
Okay, let's look at the first game.
Sure.
You're going up against not a pick, it's a scratch.
Yeah, that game was crap last night. I barely watched any of it, and what I did watch was so ugly, I just turned it off and moved on to something. But I do like that my sloppy seconds for Troy Franklin were picked up by Clemens and got him 15 points. What are you doing, Troy? Don't you know I'm your guy? You're hurting me. But thankfully, Trey Tucker only got 5.5, so maybe that'll help me. But hey, good start, Clemens, on a Thursday to be 20 points up.
Yep, he's already off. This is another grudge match for you. Another Kevin beatdown coming your way, mother effer.
Dare you?
And won't be at 5-5.
Yeah, how dare you? Let's see.
What's the projection on this game now that we've got the 20 points in
the
the bag?
projection is, the projections are still, projection total for me is 148, for him 127.
So they still like you, so let's
But
see.
ESPN can be wrong, you know that. Let's look at something else. Where's your matchup?
Wrong last week.
Oh, let's go to you and Todd. I like this one.
Uh-oh. I'm
Bo
scared.
Nix came back to earth.
Oh, jeez.
5.8. That's not what you want from your quarterback. But on the other side, Cortland Sutton, the guy he was thrown to, only got 5.4. Maybe it's a wash. Ashton Genty, you're welcome. 15 points. They're loving him still. Even though last night, if you didn't watch it, there was one pass that Geno threw. It literally hit the back of Ashton Genty's helmet, popped in the air, interception. I'm like, are you kidding me, dummy? Come on, Geno.
No, it's, I like Bo Nix. I don't like that score. Bucky's projected to get 0. I might have to swap him out.
Yeah, he ain't playing. I think they just announced today that he's out this weekend.
Yeah, so I'll have to fix that, and then...
Oh, and Taj is on a bye. You're going to have to go pick somebody up or drop Gay or Myers. You got 2 kickers, genius.
I know. I'll get rid of one. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, get it done. Don't forget, man. You'll be missing
I'm
out.
on it. Don't worry about it. Okay,
all right, so that's a good matchup. Who else we got? You want to tell me the next one? Or do you want to look more at this one?
I want to see Greg's. Greg needs to win.
Let's look at Greg's, and then we'll look at Terry's too. Let's see if we can. So Greg is going up against his brother. I love it, brother on brother.
Oh, jeez. And Sombrero, God, they're like a leading.
I know, but hey, they can be beaten. Remember, on a good week, I beat him. Maybe he has a down week. Let's see.
Look at the projections. Jesus.
It's pretty bad, 160 to 118. Oh, but wait a minute. Brian Thomas Jr., I think, is either questionable or out, so Greg has to switch him out with. Oh, McLaurin's not playing. Tez Johnson. Woo, we're draining the bottom of the barrel there. But, hey, who knows? Tez Johnson may get it done for Greg. Or maybe he switches out Khalil Shakir and then grabs... No, there's nobody else on his bench. Yeah, he's kind of hosed. Unless he picks somebody up, he's got to move Tez into the spot for Brian Thomas Jr. for BTJ, who was a guy that was so hyped up in preseason. I really wanted to get him, and he has played like crap this entire year. I'm so glad that he went to somebody else. I'm sorry, Greg. But that was one of the guys I was really looking forward to, and I'm more than happy I missed him.
Okay, any other games?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's look at Terry's game. Terry needs a win too. Let's see who she's playing this week. Your wifey poo. Look at that little Idaho battle. It's the battle of the Spuds.
Well, no, Terry doesn't live in Idaho.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was confusing with Mo. Terry's going to kill me now. Don't kick me in the shins, Terry. That's my bad. Sorry.
Yeah. So Terry needs a win badly. She's going up against a very strong team.
Oh, she's got Booty at 0. He's been ruled out for this week, Terry. You got to move that guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Put
she
in
does
Malik
have people down there.
And Saquon's got to be moved up. There's no way he's sitting on her bench, right? That's got to be a mistake.
Yeah, she just has to fix that.
Okay,
all
good.
Right, I gotta go to the bathroom. So
okay, well, hey, so for Kevin, this is Matt Dickey saying what?
BONESTORM.
Now you can poop. Take care.
Okay, bye.